So, hello and welcome everyone in today's session. Here we will be covering one of the most popular AWS offering, that is Amazon EC2. Firstly, we are going to understand what is Amazon EC2 and see why it is most commonly used. Then go on ahead with the introduction to Amazon Machine Image or simply AMI. We shall also see the introduction of Amazon Elastic Block Store, followed by its network and security in Amazon EC2. Now moving to the next slide. What is Amazon EC2? So without any further delay, let's get started on with what exactly is Amazon EC2. So Amazon EC2 is a web services provided by AWS Amazon Web Services that offer resizable compute capacity in the cloud. It allows users to easily and quickly launch virtual server known as instances to run application and workload. Now let's understand Amazon EC2 more clearly. So whenever you run multiple applications, it is certain that you require a server. So depending on the application that you are running, you might need a few server or sometimes you might need a hundreds of server. The numbers of servers are all dependent as per your requirement. Amazon Elastic Cloud actually provide you those virtual server along with secure and resizable compute capacity in the cloud. So now let's go on right ahead and see why Amazon EC2 is the one of the most popular AWS offering. Why EC2 is the one of the most popular AWS offering? First, with EC2, you can scale your instances up or down as per your requirement. Secondly, they can integrate with other services like S3, EBS, VPS, RDS, etc. Third, and the best part is you pay only for the time instances are running. So when you stop using your instances, you stop paying for them. That's all. And fourth part is you can launch your instances in one or more region. As you already know that the global infrastructure is divided into region, and inside the region you have more than hundreds of ability zone, which is nothing but your data center. Fifth part is you have the freedom to choose different operating system like Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, etc. And lastly, EC2 comes with tightly secured network as easy to work with virtual private cloud. Now next move on. Introduction to Amazon Machine Image. So what is Amazon Machine Image? Amazon, as the name suggests, Amazon Machine Image is basically a template or information of your operating system to launch instances. So it can either be an Ubuntu or Windows, and then Python, Java, etc. Whereas these these templates will be converted to an AMI template and create an n number of instances of AMI template. Now, when you launch an instance, you must first specify that AMI. So whenever you launch an instances, you can use multiple instances for a single AMI. For the same configuration, in this case, we can use multiple instances for the same AMIs, say V2, or you can use different AMIs to launch different instances for different configuration like V2, V3, V4, etc. Now, next part is introduction to Amazon Elastic Block Storage. Now, let's understand what is Amazon Elastic Block Storage and their steps. Okay, fine. So, Amazon Elastic Block Storage is nothing but a level block storage. In today's session, we will be discussing about Amazon EBS volume, Amazon EBS snapshot, and EBS Lifecycle Manager. So coming to the first type, we have EBS Volume, which is a durable block level storage device that you can attach your instances. Now, once you have attached a volume to an instances, the EBS volume can be used as a physical hard drive. EBS volume are flexible as you can dynamically increase size, modify the provision capacity, which is nothing but your input output operational per second. Now that we have understood what Amazon EBS volume is, let us understand what Amazon EBS snapshot is. Now, EBS snapshot are used for backing up data for your EBS volume to an Amazon S3 bucket snapshot. When I say they are incremental backup, it means that only the block on the devices that have changed after your most recent snapshot are saved. Now, by doing this, it minimizes the time to create a snapshot. Now, what is Lifecycle Manager? Thirdly, we have the Lifecycle Manager, which can be used to automate the creation, retention, and deletion of EBS snapshot and EBS pack AMIs. Secondly, it automatically copies snapshots that are creating a life cycle policy to up to 3 AWS regions. With Lifecycle Manager, fast snapshot restore enable you to restore volume that are fully initialized at the creation and deliver all the provision performance. And the next part is network security in Amazon EC2. Now, let's understand what is network and security in Amazon EC2. So, the first networking that we will looking into is host multiple website or multiple IP address. Now, what does is to host multiple website on a single server using an SSL certificate on a single server with a specific IP address. Now, it operates network appliances such as firewall or load balancer. They have multiple IP addresses for each network interface. Now, it redirects the internal traffic to a standby instances. In case your instances failed by reassigning the secondary IP address to the standby instances. And the second point we have is elastic IP address. Now, what is an elastic IP address? Elastic IP address is nothing but a static IP address which is designed for dynamic cloud computing. An elastic IP address is allocated to your AWS account and is your until you release it. Alternatively, you can specify the elastic IP address in a DNS record for your domain so that your domain point to your instances. Network security. The next thing we have is security group. A security group is act as a firewall for your EC2 instances. You can add rules to your each security group that allow it traffics or from its associated instances. They control the incoming and outgoing traffic in bounds rule, controlling the incoming traffic to your instances, and outbound rules control the outgoing traffic from your instances. When you launch an instances, you can specify one or more security group. If you don't specify a security group, Amazon EC2 uses the default security group. The next thing that we are going to look upon is key pair. So what is key pair? A key pair is a set of security credentials that you can use to prove your identity when connecting to an Amazon EC2 instances. Now, a key pair consists of public key and a private key. Amazon EC2 stores the public key on your instances, whereas you store the private key. The private key allows you to securely SSH into your instances. We shall see to use cases in real life application. Okay, now it's all about Amazon EC2 and their uses and what is Amazon machine images and what is elastic block storage, and so on, network security and Amazon EC2. So lastly, I am thanking you all for joining in this session. Thanks.